Hagar and Ishmael. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian maidservant named Hagar. So she said to Abram, "The Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my maidservant. Perhaps I can build a family through her." A little backstory. So in those days, that was something that could happen. That when you have manservants and maidservants, typically if the wife could not bear children, they would utilize a maidservant to sleep with the husband to bear children. Was that something that was okay? Well, what we just read is, about Adam and Eve, because the Lord said that man should not be left alone. So we're going to see what happens and whether or not this is truly okay. However, we're going to see also that because of the reactions from all of this, we're going to see that the blessings were rolled throughout the situation. It's another one of those times that portions that could make you uncomfortable to even talk about, because a lot of people especially think that this is similar to polygamy. And so the intentions were to continue the family line, but were they correct? And so we're gonna read on and discover how things went. So let's continue to read. Abram agreed to what Sarai said. So after Abram had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarai his wife took her Egyptian maidservant Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with Hagar and she conceived. Now, remember, a little step back from the previous Bible study, God had made a covenant with Abram and told him that he would make him as numerous, as he would be the father of nations, and so he had made a covenant with Abram to make him numerous, make his family numerous. So let's continue. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. Then Sarai said to Abram, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering. I put my servant in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me." "Your servant is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. Jealousy, enragement, she gave her personal maidservant to her husband to wed so that they could procreate and continue the line, and Hagar ends up getting pregnant, and that enrages Sarai. What did she expect? We can already see that there's issues. We can already see that sin's running rampant, that there's issues. Because when sin appears, things don't go as one would expect. So was there a full thought to that? Was there a stop and think and meditate on the Lord's word, and ask the Lord, is this the correct thing to do? Instead, I feel like there was just a decision made, and as far as reading it, that's what it is. A decision was made really without consulting the Lord. And now we're seeing repercussions already. Let's continue. "Your servant is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to Shur. And he said, Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going? I'm running away from my mistress, Sarai, she answered. Then the angel of the Lord told her, Go back to your mistress and submit to her. The angel added, I will so increase your descendants that they will be too numerous to count. The angel of the Lord said to her, You are now with child, and you will have a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard of your misery. He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hands will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. And he will live in hostility toward all his brothers. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well was called Beer Lahai Roy. It is still there between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael. So both Abram and Sarai were getting older in age. Nothing compared to where it was, like where people weren't having their first child until they were like 300 or something. But it still was at a point where they had got to to more mature in age. And so now we know that Hagar was visited by an angel of the Lord, and he told her that, and blessed her, and told her that she would be blessed with many descendants, and to go back, and submit to Sarai. And so that's what she did. She went ahead and followed through, and she recognized who she was talking to, a servant of God. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. So, but some Bible scholars believe that this is actually could be a form of Jesus before he became man. Some Bible scholars just believe that this is just an angel, or this could even be a physical representation. I don't know, like maybe some believe it could be a physical representation of God. I'm not quite sure, but just reading how it reads, the angel of the Lord also said to her, and so what can happen is translations. So what we're going to see as well through this Bible study and reading other versions is that translations, they're according to how they, as in the Bible scholars and the preachers and priests and all, everybody comes together and makes decisions on how to translate the Bible and such. We're going to see that different translations, they're supposed to be what's written in the original scripts, however, changed to current modern dialect, which we'll see even words can change, like meanings could change. And so with that being said, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when you read these passages about Hagar and the birth of Ishmael? About what Sarai did, that was her maidservant, and it was her idea to give Hagar to her husband Abram. Then Hagar ended up getting pregnant, and so Sarai was jealous and started mistreating her. And then Hagar left. She fled. Is there things in our life where we can see similarities in how we treat family members, not necessarily in exactly like something like this where someone's giving their best friend to their husband or something, not that way, but like a family member, you encouraging a family member, and then when a blessing happens or something good happens, you're kind of jealous, or vice versa. Are you the person that was blessed but get mistreated because someone's not too happy? They're happy in a way that they got something, but it's almost like, what about me? And that's similar to what this is. Sarai is like, well, what about me? you know, it's a jealousy. Uh, it's something that you could really look at. I mean, in today's standards, this would be a really good movie, full of drama and suspense. But what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?